Well, these were probably good, but I just had an awful feeling, so I thought I might as well. Hey guys, they just called me and said they'll be around here in about 4 minutes. You guys want a 2-minute warning, but you got a 4-minute warning. They'll be around here in just a minute, okay? Mike, you got to turn the mic on. If you want to say something, make sure that the volume's all right. Push the button up. Start it.
Test 1, 2. Can everybody hear? Okay. Good afternoon. I'm Sheriff Bill Overton with the Franklin County Sheriff's Office. I'm here today with a sorrowful heart from the tragic events that have taken place earlier this morning. I just want to make sure that through this we continue to keep our prayers and thoughts with the family of Alicia Parker and Aaron Wade. Aaron Ward. As well as the WDBJ Channel 7 News family. First and foremost, at approximately 1:30 p.m. today, the suspect from this incident, this shooting, died at Fairfax and Nova Hospital in Northern Virginia as a result of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. I want to express my condolences to WDBJ 7 TV for their loss this morning. We know this has been a very difficult situation to manage professionally and personally, and we sincerely appreciate their cooperation and assistance with the ongoing investigation and our search efforts. We are keeping Ms. Vicki Gardner with the Smith Mountain Lake Regional Chamber of Commerce in our thoughts and prayers as she continues to undergo treatment from injuries sustained in the shooting. I also want to thank the residents of Franklin and Bedford counties for their support and vigilance this morning as we conducted our search efforts and response in relations to this incident. The tips and information that came in from our local residents and across the Commonwealth have been extremely helpful over the course of the past 7 hours. The quick response of this investigation and resolution are due to the dedicated and quick efforts of our public safety partners with the Bedford County Sheriff's Office, the Virginia State Police, Roanoke City Police Department, Roanoke County Police Department, ATF, U.S. Marshal Service, the FBI, the Virginia Department of Emergency Management, and the Rocky Mount Police Department. I can't begin to thank those agencies and their personnel enough for their efforts. At 6:43 a.m. today, the Franklin County Sheriff's Office received a 911 call concerning shots fired at Bridgewater Plaza near Smith Mountain Lake. A WAGA-TV news crew was conducting a live interview at the plaza with Ms. Gardner when Vester Lee Flanagan II, age 41, of Roanoke, suddenly appeared and approached them and started shooting. Allison Parker, age 24, and Adam Ward, age 27, died at the scene. Both Parker and Ward were residents of Roanoke, Virginia. Let us not forget, they grew up in this area. They were part of our community. We don't want to forget that. Ms. Gardner was transported to Korean Roanoke Memorial Hospital, where she is being treated for non-life-threatening injuries. Flanagan then fled before deputies arrived on the scene. The Franklin County Sheriff's Office, with the assistance of the Virginia State Police, immediately began a search operation in the area to locate the shooting suspect. Shortly before 11, Roanoke City Police Department located Flanagan's 2009 Ford Mustang at the Roanoke Regional Airport. The Mustang has been recovered as evidence. Flanagan then left the airport in a Chevrolet Sonic that he had rented earlier in the month. During the course of the investigation, investigators were able to track the suspect as he traveled along Interstate 81, and we notified local and state law enforcement along the entire Interstate 81 corridor to assist us with a lookout for a suspect vehicle. As has been confirmed already, the Virginia State Police then located the Flanagan vehicle on Interstate 66 in Fauquier County and took him into custody. State Police will go into more detail about that shortly. We are still piecing together the timeline of events leading up to this morning's shooting. Flanagan was a former employee at WDBJ-7 and on air went by Bryce Williams. Flanagan sent a lengthy multi-page fax to a national news organization in New York about this incident, and our investigation of a
Virginia State Police Trooper Pam Neff was on patrol along Interstate 66. Her license plate reader, or LPR, alerted to a license plate on a Chevrolet Sonic traveling east on 66. She followed the vehicle a short distance as troopers responded to assist her before she activated her lights. Once that backup was there, she activated her emergency equipment and attempted to stop the vehicle. The driver of the Sonic, Vester Flanagan, also known as Bryce Williams, refused to stop and sped away from the trooper. It was only a minute or two later when the Sonic ran off the road into the median. When Trooper Neff approached the vehicle, she found Flanagan suffering from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Flanagan was flown from the scene to Inova Fairfax Hospital, where he died at approximately 1:30 p.m. today. The Virginia State Police Bureau of Criminal Investigation Salem Field Office and our Salem Bureau of Field Operations have been and will continue to assist the Franklin County Sheriff's Office with this investigation into the shooting. Sheriff.
Thank you very much, Sergeant. I will try to entertain some questions that you may have at this point in time. We'll take a couple questions. Yes, sir.
Sheriff, how did the suspect know where the victims were, and did it look like he'd been planning for some time?
That is a question that we are looking into. Did he know before this morning that they would be located at this remote location doing a broadcast? Did he see it air this morning, as many people were watching? We're looking into that matter, trying to discover that.
Sheriff, why do you
Yes.
think the suspect did this? What was the motive for the shooting?
Not sure. We're looking into that. It's that he was a prior employee there. We're looking at all of those dimensions, what that may look like. But right now, there's not been a motive as per se. Many of you have gotten a lot of the correspondence, emails that have been sent out. It's obvious that there was this gentleman was disturbed in some way of the way things had transpired at some point in his life. It would appear things were spiraling out of control, but we're still looking into that.
Do you believe there was a racial component here, as has been reported?
I have no comment on that at this time.
Sheriff, does he say anything to authorities when he was arrested?
Repeat that?
Did he say anything to authorities when he was arrested?
I can't answer that at this time.
Can you tell us
You talked a
when
little
he
bit,
was...
Sheriff, about the facts that were sent to ABC News. What are your impressions of it so far? What you can share?
Well, what little bit of I've been able to review at this point in time, it certainly goes to show where the gentleman's mind was the night before, or what was taking place there, that there was some forethought given as to the chain of events that would happen.
And can you tell us
I'm
about
sorry.
the license plate reader, how you guys were able to pick them up?
Sergeant, how instrumental were
I
those
mean, was it
license plate
technology,
readers?
or did somebody just eyeball it?
Technology picked it up. The license plate reader, once
In front of the podium, please. Thank you.
a license plate is entered into the system, that reader will be able to identify that license plate when it passes. It's not state specific, so the trooper has to do an investigation after the license plate is noticed to whether that's going to be the identity of the vehicle they're looking for.
In your view, how instrumental were the license plate readers in catching this suspect?
License plate readers are a great tool. The state police has several of them throughout the state, and it helped. Of course, I haven't talked to Trooper Neff, but it helped in this case to identify that vehicle.
How instrumental was the video that was aired live and that image of his face that was captured?
Ma'am, I'm not going to comment on that. I have not reviewed the video. I'll defer to the sheriff, but it's under investigation, so I'm not sure that.
Did that give you guys a lead as to who this person was, or did you already have a suspicion?
We were able to, from the investigation, once we were on scene and secured the scene, we were able to develop Mr. Flanagan as a potential suspect, and we went from there.
Sheriff, the document that was sent to ABC News, they received that yesterday?
I'll have to confirm that. I'm not sure. I believe
You
there's
just said yesterday.
something that they had received it this morning.
Have you had an opportunity to speak to the general manager over at his former employer?
Step to the podium, please.
Yes. What was the question again?
Have you had an opportunity to speak to the staff and management at his former employer? And how, from your understanding, what terms did he leave that station?
I have no comment on that right now. I haven't divulged much into that information at this time.
Have the
Sheriff, how long
station
has Mr.
taken any
Flanagan been
steps to
planning
keep
this?
them off their property or otherwise keep them away from there, like a trespassing order?
I'm not sure about the trespassing order, but I'm not sure exactly what steps they may have taken, if there was a need to at this time.
Do you
Sheriff,
know
can you
how
talk
he was
about-
seen there prior to the lineup? When did he come into view?
We're still looking at all possible video. I'm not even really sure at this point in time if the individuals that were shot and killed even realized that he was there before the incident happened.
Can you confirm that
Sheriff, do you have a personal message to anyone who's free showing that video on Facebook, Twitter?
I'm sorry, what was it again?
Can you confirm that Flanagan posted the videos himself to the website?
I can't confirm that, no.
How long have you been planning this,
Can you
Sheriff?
tell us where the investigation goes from here? Is the residence of Williams being looked at right now by authorities?
Well, it's going to be a long investigation because there's a lot of components, certainly to this investigation, and we're still right in the beginning stages of it, so it's going to be quite a while.
What about his home or apartment?
Yes. That Officers have secured that area, and a search warrant will be executed there.
Sheriff, no one saw him. Would you characterize it as an ambush, perhaps?
Again, we're looking at video to see exactly how that transpired.
Was it premeditated, Sheriff?
Do you
Yes.
believe that he targeted these two individuals or just the station itself?
I can't confirm that. I could sit here and second guess or guess myself maybe what that would be.
Are you aware of any other threats to other employees at that station?
Not at this time.
How long might he
Okay.
been planning this one, Sheriff? What do you think?
Three more. We'll take three more questions.
Sheriff.
It's a small community. Did you know Parker? Had you encountered him?
I did. It was, thank you. It was extremely difficult this morning. I'd actually did a remote with Ms. Parker and Adam about 3 weeks ago when our schools opened up here. We did the same type remote in Rocky Mount.
So how did this man hit you as a person?
It has really stopped me in my tracks this morning. Like many viewers, I was watching this morning's broadcast and couldn't understand really what was happening myself at that time.
It's emotional for you, Sheriff.
Very emotional.
A lot of people these days might have assumed this was an act of terror or something. What difference would it make whether this was a person they knew versus someone they didn't?
Right. We're continuing to investigate as a criminal investigation, a homicide investigation at this time. Thank you all very, very much. And please, as we said before, continue to keep these families in your prayers.
Sheriff, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Plan any more press conferences?
We certainly will be letting you know that.
We have a couple more statements from Sheriff.
We got a couple more statements from a couple folks. This is Chris Turnbull. He's with Korean Medical Centers. Off. This is Chris Turnbull. He's with Korean. He's going to speak to you a couple minutes about the condition.
Could you spell your name, sir?
Absolutely. So last name is Turnbull, Turnbull. Chris, first name, Chris. And I'm spokesperson for Carillion Clinic in Roanoke, Virginia. And before I give the status on Miss Gardner, I just want to add our sympathies to the families and friends of Allison Parker and Adam Ward. They were good friends of the Carillion family and had done a number of broadcasts with us over the last couple of years. So we're very saddened today. Miss Gardner is in our care. She was brought to the hospital, Carillion Roanoke Memorial Hospital, this morning by ambulance and is currently in stable condition. I don't have any further information at this point in time, but I would encourage you to check back with us as we get further along in the situation. Thank you.
Could you say anything about the nature of her injury?
Unfortunately, I can't. I don't have that information right now. Actually, I guess I can take a second to introduce another individual who knows Vicki Gardner very well. Troy Keaton is the president of the Smith Mountain Lake Regional Chamber of Commerce, and he's prepared to answer some questions from you as well.
Let me just begin by saying on behalf of the Regional Chamber of Commerce here at Smith Mountain Lake, we send our condolences to the families of all those who are suffering today at this tragedy, and particularly on behalf of our own Executive Director, Vicki Gardner, who is an exceptional, bright light in this community. And we stand with her 100% and are praying for her and are thankful that she is in stable condition and is in good hands. Her family is with her and her friends are with her, and we just want her to know and this community to know that as Vicki has been a champion for us for more than a decade, we're going to be a champion for her through this. And we're going to get together as a community and stay together and make it through this. So thank you very much.
Sir, could you spell your name, please?
Last name is Keaton, Keaton. First name is Troy, Troy.
Sorry, who are you with?
I'm the chairman of the board for the Regional Chamber of Commerce, and Vicki Gardner is our executive director here at the lake. Thank you.
Sergeant, could you spell your name for us, please?
Spelling of my name is, last name is Garletts.
Your first name, sir, again?
It's Rick. I'm on again. All right, that concludes what we're going to do here. I don't anticipate that we'll do any more releases today. Obviously, the investigation continues, and the sheriff will let everybody know if we do another press conference. Yes, sir.
What kind of weapon is
Sir, that's part of the investigation. I'm not going to get into that right now.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
John, you want yours?